The stock market has seen one of the worst drops this week from the last few years, and Bitcoin is holding pretty strong. Now, is this good? Bitcoin is decoupling from the stock market, and we're going to start seeing a rise in the next coming days. Or is Bitcoin just lagging behind, and the drop will happen this week coming? We'll be analyzing the situation here, guys. As you can see, the stock market did drop in the last 5 weeks, the entire move of the last year. Stairs up, elevator down. And Bitcoin is holding and ranging pretty nicely the last few days. So we'll be analyzing on the charts, guys, what is the highest probability scenario for the next coming days. We are really days away from a large move of $5,000 to $10,000 in my opinion. Now the question is, will it be up or down? Well, leaning on the probabilities, it will likely be down. We are down trending here for the last few weeks. Stock market took a major hit and Bitcoin is probably just lagging behind. Now, let's talk about the highest probability scenario, which is forming a bearish triangle here in a WXY. We formed a zigzag move here in between January and February, and right now we are forming this triangle between March and April. As you can see, we are getting squeezed into this apex right over here, and this breakout will happen this week coming. Will it be tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? We do have a high probability that this big breakout will happen this week, so get ready. And remember that Week's cryptocurrency exchange just requires an email and a password. They do have this bonus going on, which is a 50% deposit bonus. It is a $1,000 cap. You deposit $2,000, you transfer to your futures account, and in 48 to 72 hours, you'll be getting that airdrop of $1,000. It's a maximum of $1,000 bonus. You also get 25% fee reduction on your trades, guys, just by signing up with the second link down below in the description. Take advantage of that bonus on Weeks, guys. Now, as you can see in this triangle, we are at the very end of the apex. When we do count the triangle in an A, B, C, D, E, we are literally in the possible E wave. Now, if we do see the price action from the last few days, we are forming a little bit of a triangle structure. It is possible that we form a triangle in the E wave, okay? It is very, very possible. However, it is extremely rare to see. We are forming a squeeze triangle here, as you can see, after forming this zigzag, okay, that we formed throughout the last week. Now, this is your D wave, and what we are currently forming is E wave. Yes, a triangle inside of an E wave is possible, but it is extremely rare. But as you can see this price action from Thursday, we can see the rise, a higher low, a lower high, a higher low, and this possibly is another A, B, C, D, E on the formation of the E wave of this triangle. Now, this is extremely rare, but I'm just going to say it is possible. Not the greatest range to trade, in my opinion, because a breakout is likely going to happen in the next 24 hours. Now, the question is, if we were to break to the upside, now this is what becomes very interesting. Inside of the price action of the last few days, I want to see this move from the lows created on Thursday at $81,100. The rise here being pretty impulsive. You can clearly count a 5-wave move to the upside. Now, all of this that formed throughout Friday and Saturday, a little bit of an ABC flat. You got the movement down, a rise to the 0.88 Fibonacci, and then this movement to the downside. Is it possible that this is an ABC flat? Absolutely. What I am interested to hear is if the price manages to break out in the next 24 hours, getting a nice rise pretty impulsively. I would want to believe that this could be the zigzag that we are waiting for. The last zigzag from this triangle. Now, these triangles are formed by 3-wave structures. You can see the 3-wave in your A wave, the 3-wave in your B wave, the complex 3-wave structure double zigzag that formed in the C wave, and then the other 3-wave formed here in the last week, right? Lower high, lower low, and now we're getting this small little range. So if we do get that movement to the upside, you could clearly see that we have formed a zigzag structure. This is what I am waiting for right now, and this could be the moment where people get bullish. This is it. It looks pretty good, and we are just going to be breaking out. The most important zone to get that rejection is the golden pocket and the 7/8 Fibonacci, taken from the high of the C wave to the low of the D wave. Is it possible that we do get this zigzag move? Well, I'm going to be paying attention to the golden pocket or the 7/8 Fibonacci. That is the common area for the triangles to peak out, okay? Because what we can see from the peaks of the last few weeks, if we get the A wave end to the end of the B wave, we can see that that C wave peaked out at the golden pocket. When we do take a look at the D wave, well, we get Fibonacci retracement from the B wave to the C wave, and that golden pocket was the one that got the bounce here last Thursday, as you can see. So with that theory, golden pocket and 7/8 are the common levels to get the rejection. Well, we get the C wave to the D wave end, and this golden pocket and the 7/8 Fibonacci is sitting in between $86,000 and $87,000. These are the two most important levels for that fake out and then get the reversal. I am very interested in those two levels, because if we do rise to those levels between today and tomorrow, that is the area that should be getting the rejection to then break down and come and test $76,000 potentially this week coming, guys. This could be the move that happens. Now, the most bearish case scenario, as explained, would be that triangle inside of this E wave. This is extremely rare, but it could happen, okay? An E wave triangle inside of a larger triangle. This is possible, okay? It's not an invalidation. It is something that could happen. Now, there is one problem here. The problem is the timing. Usually you would want to finish a corrective move here inside of a triangle after the 382 Fibonacci time. When you take a look at the A wave to the B wave, you can see how the C wave right over here finished after the 382. Just round about the 1.618 timing from this move. Now the D wave, same scenario. You can see how, taking a look at Fibonacci time from the B wave to the C wave, well, your D wave finished after the 0382. Now when we take a look at the E wave here, what we can see from the C wave to the D wave, this movement is still shallow in time. So it would be ideal between today and tomorrow to get that move to the upside to cross the 382 timing, get that breakout to the upside, and then look at this as the potential zigzag, the last push of the triangle to create a kind of a fake out, okay, to the upside, and then get the reversal. So the most important levels, as explained here, if we do get that breakout between today and tomorrow, is going to be the golden pocket from C wave to D wave and the 7/8 Fibonacci. That would be like the ultimate test, trying to get above 87K and then get the rollover. As mentioned, the triangles are formed mainly by 3-wave structure, zigzag structures. So it would be ideal to see the rise from last Thursday and Friday and a higher low in this zone to then form the next wave to the upside, the C wave, the zigzag structure, to create that fake out, that bullish expectation that we are going to go to $90,000 plus and then get the reversal. So golden pocket or the 7/8 becomes the crucial levels where the price could get that resistance and the start of a rollover, to look at this as the zigzag. Very, very crucial levels. Of course, the most bearish case scenario is looking at this triangle, and this is the end of your E wave, all right? Forming the triangle in the E wave is very much a possibility. We're just going to start breaking down now in the next coming hours. It is very much a possibility, but very hard to trade. Now, what would be a sign of weakness? What would be a confirmation for me to say, okay, this does look pretty bearish. We are breaking here the higher low support trend. If we were to break down beneath these lows right over here, I would see this as a very possible sign of weakness, and we're just going to roll over down and start breaking down $80,000. We do have a lot of support in this region still, so it's going to be very curious to see that daily level, weekly level. We have many levels down in between $80,600 and $81,000. Now, there was a daily level that was tapped and we got the beautiful bounce. That was a really, really good long trading setup that was provided in the Legends trading community. Very nice rise of a few $1,000s to take advantage. We do have a weekly level. We do have the value area low of this entire trading zone. So yeah, this is still a support area. This is a fake out zone, right? We've been getting supported here throughout the last week. As you can see, nice bounces from the $81,000 range. So am I interested in a long position? I'm going to be extremely cautious right now by trading the lows of the triangle and the lows of the range. No matter how much support there is here, it's going to be dangerous to look for swing trade positions to the upside. Of course, some reaction bounces for a little scalp long position, day trade long, okay, with a bounce of a few $100s is very much possible, but I would be very, very cautious, guys. We are coming to the end of the triangle and we are ready for either a breakout to the upside or a breakdown. Now, as we are downtrending, the probabilities do lean ever so slightly more to the downside, okay? Especially with the stock market drop that we've had this week. Bitcoin is probably just lagging behind and the drop is going to follow this week. Now, what is the most bullish case scenario, okay? The main levels that I'm interested here for the next 1 to 2 days would be that rise to the golden pocket and the 7/8 Fibonacci, okay? From the C wave to the D wave. That is mainly the best zone here to speculate the price getting the last push and the last lower high to then come down to below $76,000. Now, this would be a move of $10,000, and this is just about ready to do so. Now, of course, the price will be pumping and you might feel bullish. It could get the breakout, but these are the two levels that I will be interested in getting into that trade short position, all right? And if we do rise and break out from these levels, I will no longer be in that short position. Need to manage risk very, very well at these two crucial fib levels, 618 and 7/8 Fibonacci. Now, if we do get the breakout, well, we'll have to assume, okay, if we do manage to rise and get above the highs at $89,000, now this will be an invalidation. There's no longer a triangle here, and what we're looking at is a larger bullish move, potentially to get to $93,000, $94,000, and even more than that. So if we do get above this zone, I am not interested in getting into any short positions in this area, realizing that this could be more bullish than expected and we could go to much higher levels. As mentioned, the probabilities do lean that we are going to break down. The bullish case scenario in a nutshell here, taking a look at Elliott wave theory, is looking at the end of a corrective structure. We've had a WXY right over here, and now we've formed this movement to the upside in a 5-wave structure, contracting diagonal. We've had a corrective move right over here, and what we're going to form is either an ABC, and we form a larger kind of corrective zone throughout the next coming weeks, or it's going to be a 1, 2, and 3rd wave coming for the next coming weeks, getting very impulsive. Now, of course, this is very speculative, but it is a valid count. You do have 5 waves up here, 3 waves down. It is possible that the price could break out here very aggressively starting from this week coming, okay? So we're going to have to see the breakout. A good sign of strength is getting above $89,000, I would expect the price action to get continuation to the upside, potentially coming all the way up to $95,000 to the next lower high. This is a zone where I do think that price action could lead the way to the upside as you do break above the bearish invalidation, which is $89,000. Now, as mentioned, the probabilities do lean that we are in this triangle and that we are likely going to get the breakdown. We're getting squeezed into this apex, guys. Now, we did enjoy the low 80K levels. 81K to 80K zone is very interesting for some long positions. Value area low of the zone. We did have daily level. We did have a weekly level right over there, which is still hasn't been touched. Okay, we do have a weekly level sitting at $80,600. However, we need to be cautious right now. All of this major support could be a big fat nothing burger because we're just getting squeezed in this triangle, in this downtrend, and the breakdown could get very aggressive. Okay, stay cautious with any long positions from the low of the range because in my opinion, it is just ready for the breakdown. Okay, this is going to be a dangerous moment now to speculate into long positions if you're looking for some swing trades because it could get that breakdown. Now, if you are interested in lower time frame updates from myself and the rest of the coaches, you do have the Legends trading community. Of course, we'll be looking for some day trading and scalping opportunities. You do have the fourth link down below in the description if you want to join the Legends trading community on Discord with the modules to learn how to trade. Remember, if you are interested in trading, Weeks is a great trading platform. It just requires an email and a password. You do also get a 50% deposit bonus with a $1,000 cap in this bonus. Okay, so if you deposit $2,000, you'll be getting $1,000 in the next 48 to 72 hours as you do that transfer to your futures account. Okay, take advantage, and you also get 25% fee reduction. It is the second link down below, guys, if you want to trade on Weeks. Not much more to update here. We are on the verge of a break, guys, which is very likely going to happen this week. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.